Hello, it's Linda here and welcome to today's lunchtime crochet class. And today's class is extra superly special because we're going to finish off our warm hearts blankets. That's exciting. And you've definitely got to share a photo of me of your finished blanket. I can't wait to see it. It's so exciting. Cool. So say hello if you're watching via Facebook, say hello in the comments. And if you're watching via Zoom, say hello in the chat and pop any questions in as well that you've got. I'm more than happy to help you with those. So I think that's all. So there's no, before we do dive into doing the last few things, if you don't quite make it to the end of the session, there's no homework for today. Just finish off your blanket and share a photo. Yay. And tomorrow we're going to be exploring the bliss blanket. So we'll have a look at that one and I'll show you how the stitches are made in that blanket as well. And then I've got something special to share with you tomorrow, something exciting. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you, and I'll be sharing it first at Lunchtime Crochet. So join me tomorrow at 12 noon as well. But before we do that, before it's tomorrow, I'm going to change the camera around. I've got Minna on my lap. She's so warm. I'm going to change the camera around so you can see my hands. Turn that one on will be helpful. There we go. That's fabulous. Cool, cool. Okay, so you will need a pair of scissors. So if you haven't got those there with you, go and grab those now. Very important. It is so windy and cold here today. I just checked the temperatures in Ballarat at present was something like 8 and felt like 2. So cold. Okay, so you can take your stitch markers out. You don't need those anymore. Very handy little things that they are. And we're going to fasten off first. So what fastening off is just doing something with this last loop and so we secure the stitches. So let's do that. So leave the hook in the loop just for now so we don't lose that last stitch, and cut off the end, so where you join to your ball, leaving roughly a 30 centimeter end, just so you've got a nice length to be able to weave in. So snip that off. We don't need that anymore, the yarn anymore. Okay, so now that you've got this end cut, what we're going to do is we're going to put this cut end through this loop. So you can pull your hook out. We don't need it anymore either. Put this end through that last loop and then tighten to secure that last loop. I'm going to show you that again. Just going to pull that out. So this is the loop that the hook was in. I've taken the hook out, and get your cut end, put that through the loop and then tighten. And that tightens that last loop up and makes it nice and tiny. Now, what I'm going to do next is something I only do with chunky crochet. I feel that this loop with standard size yarn secures a lot better. It seems to be a lot tighter. So what I do with this last little fastened off bit is with chunky crochet, I just tie a knot around that. Because if this does come loose, you're going to start losing your stitches. It's going to start coming undone. So I just tie a knot around that just to make sure it's extra secure because we don't want to lose all your hard work. And to do that, I just wrap the yarn around that last little fastened off loop. So wrap it around and then put the end back through that loop like that, and then tighten that, and making sure it tightens up around that last loop. And I'm going to show you that again as well. Oh, Minna, where are you going? You happy? Okay. So there's my end, and I wrap that around that last little loop and then put the end through there and then tighten, making sure that that knot is on that last little tighten loopy bit. And so that's what it looks like. Oh, Minna, you're such a snuggler. No, oh no, she's moving. I was going to show you how she'd snuggled into the blanket of my arm. Yeah, you're such a snuggler. Okay, so now we've got that one tightened off. Flip your blanket over, or whichever side, leave it the same if you wanted to weave it in on that side. So I like to leave it. So how I designed the warm heart blanket. So if we're looking here, so this is a treble row and this is a double crochet row. And you can see with these treble stitches, it kind of, hold on, Minna, you can go down. Oh, she's so toasty and warm. Her little belly is so, so warm. So this is a treble row and this is a double crochet row. And you can see the bottom of these treble stitches kind of doesn't indent. And so I designed the warm heart blanket. So we've got these wide bands on one side. So the one band is 2 rows. And so that's why we start with the treble row, is so that we get this kind of thing happening. And then we've got these beautiful even bands along our blanket. And so I like to think of the side that has the full bands. The other side has a little half band on each at the top and the bottom. So I like to think where we've got the full bands, that's the front of the blanket, but totally up to you as to which side you like the best. So I flipped this over, and if you have a look here, you can see there's a tiny half band there. So that's a double crochet row, and there's a full band here, then full band here. So I like to think of this as the back side, and so that's where I weave my end in, but totally up to you as to which side you like the most. It's your blanket. Make it how you like it. Okay, so to weave in this last end, we do exactly the same thing as we did when we sorted out the front end. So just getting the end and passing it through the loops. I'm just going to work mine straight across there like that. So just using your fingers and weaving that in, just to secure it so it doesn't come loose. Just like that. Weaving in music for you. And once you get close to the end of your yarn, tie a knot in the end of your yarn. And that's just to help keep it in place and to stop it from fraying. And then check give it a jiggle, check that's good. And then when you're happy with it, just trim off that last bit just to keep it nice and tidy. Like that. Give it another jiggle, check everything's sitting okay. And you have a fully completed blanket. Your warm heart blanket is done. So congratulations on finishing it. It's so, so good. So, so good. They feel so lovely to snuggle into too. So there you go. So if you've got any questions for me, pop them into the comments or the chat now. Oh, I'm just flipping the camera around. There we go. Here I am. So pop them into the comments in the chat now and I'll answer those for you. What else? So like I said before, your homework for today is to share a photo of your finished blanket. I'm looking forward to seeing them. And so share that just on this post. There's under the video in the comments on the Facebook, Homely Lass Facebook page, or you can share it in the Chunky Crochet for Mindful Makers Facebook group, or you can tag me at Homely Lass on Instagram as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing your finished blanket. And then tomorrow we're going to have a look at the bliss blanket, and I'll teach you how those stitches are done. It's a double crochet through the back loop in UK terminology, and that's single crochet through the back loop in US terminology. And I've got something exciting to share with you tomorrow as well. So I'll tell you all about that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day and enjoy some crocheting. I'll talk to you later on. Bye.